Just a couple of hours ago, I was just reading one of the book, amazing book, which was published by Robert Greene in 2018, The Laws of Human Nature. This book, I think, a good start if you want to start to read Robert Greene, which is quite popular all over the world for his book, The 48 Laws of Power. But I think his every book, uh, that very person, I follow him, Robert Greene, on those handful of people in modern time, like Acharya Prashant or Javed Akhtar, and Ryan Holiday, these and including Robert Greene. These are the people. These are some handful of people whom I really follow and whom I really admire, and I really love to talk with them. And I really know that they are capable enough to answer my questions. So I was reading chapter 6th of the book The Laws of Human Nature, which is heading that elevate your perspective, in which a story was in the beginning made by Robert Greene, saying that uh, a story of England, of whose I'm forgetting the name of that the main character of that story, but that story is based on 19th century. Sorry, it is 18th century. The story revolves around a man. Just for example, if we name that man Alex. Alex was looking at to make himself more superior Englishman in the England. So he looked at the in France where people are buying stocks and investing a lot and earning a lot of profit. So he decided to do the same in the England, without looking at the entire portion of what is going on in the France. And at that time, not as today, like European Union, there is no any European Union existed. At that time, England and France are arch enemies. England and the Spanish and Dutch are arch enemies. They all have a lots of disputes among them. So, so that was not a time as we can see now. That was a that was a time when you cannot imagine that there will be a time when these are all coming into one what I say on one umbrella called as European Union, except Britain, who left the European Union from just last couple of years ago. So in that story, he was what we name as Alex was jealous of French profitability and the prosperity of French, and he think that if he didn't uh, do the same or perhaps better than that, what was going on in what was going in French, then it is going to be devastatingly economic loss for England, because at that time the England was already suffering from the debt crisis. So that debt is increasing day by day. So he didn't have any plan, or if I would say the king, the head of the state had have no any plan. So he proposed a plan that he will start a what we call start a stock market, like to buy share of a company he named as South Sea. And he made rules such a such a low quality in a sense that the law was so fragile. The law that he made, the terms that he was proposed was so delicate. So lots of people were invested in that company, buying the shares of his company South Sea South Sea company, and that company grew a lot. And in the short time, people earned a lot of profit. And I didn't really understand what that company is doing, nor the people know, but they are earning a lot. And then the conditions that made by Alex was somewhat profiting the entire state, the entire England, and it is dramatically, if I would say, or drastically reducing the debt crisis of England. But in the long run, not just 10 or 15 years, just in 5 years, people are realizing, and even the Alex was realized that this is not going to be very much soon, and soon the balloon will फट बैलून फट जाएगा, और जो भी सब कुछ है वो बाहर आ जाएगा, क्योंकि they have built a company on nothing. Neither they are selling nor they are trading, although they talk about the trading, but they never sold anything, you know. So the days goes on and the same thing happened, what was expected. The bankrupted, and even that the person, the Alex whom I name, the main character of England, was corrupted, bankrupted, and he was overthrown from the England. He was exiled somewhere out of the England, and he died there living in poverty. So Robert Greene warned us that this is the ultimatum for all of us. This is the warning for all of us, that if you didn't look at the scenario on an entire perspective, you know, in our daily life, just for example, if someone do something wrong to us, or what we consider wrong to us, what we consider insult for all of us, then we try to intimidate that person, we try to rebuke that person, we try to reprimand that person, we try to vanquish over that person, we try to tell them who we really are. This is our basic nature. But what we not do is that we do not want to look at the eyes of that person, we don't want to look at the intention of that person of doing this stuff to us. That this is where we lack. And why we don't do this, because what we really don't lie is patience. We really lack patience, and since we lack patience, therefore we do not look at the larger picture, at the wider picture of the scenario, of the incident that happens to us, the entire perspective. We do not look at it. We are concerning only of the, okay, this man abuses me, oh okay, I'm going to intimidate him, I'm going to get actions against him, whether you're telling to his father or parents or anybody else, just to get some pleasure in punishing that person. But we didn't really want to find out that why that person abuses me, what is the reason behind it, what is the intention of behind it. And Robert Greene firmly says in the book Laws of Human Nature that no any action by any person is whom you consider as unexpected. Like, you have a person you don't know, or you have a friend from last 5 years, and you didn't ever noticed him become angry, become furious, and once you see him furious before his servants, or his wives or his colleagues or partners, and you are completely amazed, you are gobsmacked, and you don't know what to react, because you have never ever seen him in this state. So remember that Robert Greene says this is not something once in a while, or what we call in there is a idiom called once in a blue moon. This is not a once in a blue moon. This is a repeated what we call repeated anger that was going in that person's mind. No one, just simply I would say, no one, a blunt truth if I would say, according to Robert Greene, no one ever do something once. There is a clear pattern inside their mind, and since we cannot look into that mind, or since we do not take any much what we call, since we do not take any much effort to look into that person's mind, therefore we suffer, and therefore we amazed, we become gobsmacked, we become awestruck by the certain unexpected reactions from our friends or partners or colleagues or whatsoever you name it. So where I was, yes, I was that elevate your perspective. So in that chapter, Robert Greene firmly says that uh, we humans live in the present, and we don't uh, really look at the present. We don't really want to look at the present self, and since we do not look at the larger picture, the wider picture, therefore we suffer, and therefore we do not able to increase our positions, whether you're on our job or in our business or whatsoever you consider in your life, whether you are a student or you are parents. And that's all, I think. That's all for today.